It's butt stuff. Welcome, everybody, to the podcast that is vaxxed, waxed, and ready to podcast.
Whoa. Ready to blast?
And ready to blast on our podcast. Wait. In what,
That's all right.
We'll just let that go.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we're gonna
Don't make it weird.
We're gonna
Hi,
blast
everybody.
Blast the cast.
We're here. We're live on Instagram and also, well, just Instagram. Are we on YouTube?
And YouTube.
And YouTube.
What's up, YouTube?
So, how we doing, everybody?
Smash that like button.
Let's don't forget to click, comment, and subscribe. That's what they say these days, right?
Subscribe. If this is how you want to spend your precious time on Earth, subscribe.
That's right.
Yeah, true.
You only have so many years. We're glad you're deciding to spend them with us.
Yeah.
Every minute of your waking mortality.
I mean, some people might describe that as a negative thing, but I see it as positive.
You can call your parents when this is over.
Yeah, exactly.
You probably should call your parents when this is over. You haven't talked to them in a while. Let's be honest.
We'll give you a minute right now to call your parents.
You're at home. You're in your room. You're on Instagram or YouTube.
Put your cock away.
Speaking of, what age do
What
you
would your
think
grandma think?
you'd stop calling somebody an orphan? Like, if a 40-year-old has dead parents, are they still an orphan?
Yeah.
Or that's just like,
Merriam-Webster
I don't
text.
know.
like is my mom an orphan right now?
I don't know.
You'd have
that's a
to
good
ask her.
question.
Does she feel like an orphan?
Yeah, probably.
I think, yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us,
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
I come a long line of orphans, all right? I'm qualified to speak on this.
I mean, with that logic, we might all come from a long line of orphans.
I come on orphan.
Oh. That's it. Let's fold it up.
Hey, all right.
40-year-old
Okay, hey. Easy, everyone. Easy.
We just
We call them cougars.
cougar orphans.
hmm
So
We're off to a hot start.
hot start.
We are. How's everybody's doing? Anybody have a good week?
I had
Since
pretty
last
decent
time
week.
we checked in with everyone.
Tumultuous. No, it's all right.
Why was it tumultuous?
Interesting.
No, I just had my dad and stepmom came back up. I
Oh,
think we talked about this
Oh.
briefly, that they were going to be coming back up, and so
Mhm.
they came up and they just left. So it was a good week of drinking lots of Coors Light again.
more Coors
Dude.
Light. I saw your Coors Light party pack.
Yo, so that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it comes in the case that you get to keep.
It was at Price Chopper. There wasn't a price tag on it, so I was kind of nervous I was going to get clubbed for it. But it was $3 more than the 30 rack. Came with 6 more beers and a cooler. The guy,
36 beers?
yeah, it was 36 beers. When I was buying it, the guy like kind of paused and was like, "Can I see your ID?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And like I handed it to him. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. Like, I thought that you were buying beer. I didn't know you were buying a cooler." And I was like, "No, that is beer."
There's
And
beer.
like, he
in
touched
the
it and was
cooler.
like, "Holy crap, dude! That's the coolest thing I ever seen."
That's not good that guy didn't know that there was beer in that.
I wonder how
He's
many
probably
kids he
been
sold
letting
that to.
12-year-olds walk out with cases of beer. They're like, dude, they don't ID you. You just go walk up there. They think you're buying a cooler.
I mean,
Buy like a $30 cooler.
I mean, you are pretty much just buying a cooler
that's
with beer in it.
Beer is water.
and it's
Yeah.
kind of nice because it's just
Heyo.
like, it's just 6 6-packs.
Oh, that's cool.
In the thing, yeah.
Six,
36.
36.
6 times 6. You have 6 beers times 6 packs. That's 36 beers.
If you add up all the numbers on a roulette table, what does it add? up to?
1,000.
I gotta give a
10,000.
666.
Oh, shit.
Hail
That's true.
Satan. Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. That's sick. That's brilliant.
I gotta give a shout out to I was supposed to golf in an hour with my buddies Hayden and John.
Shout out to Hayden and John.
I was just like, I
That golf
can't do
game's
it.
running late.
Well,
It's
I told them
raining
I was like, yo, I'll do it at 2. It's pouring anyway. And then they're like, nah, 1:15. And then I was just like, nah, I can't do it. And then like they just sent me. I just got it up on my computer, and it was a Snapchat of us on the podcast, and they just like swindled. Guys, I'll comment too. Jeez,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
got commitments.
It's
out
going to
here.
be wet at 1. It's going to be wet at 2.
Guys, you should consider yourselves lucky that we're entertaining you here. That's worth its weight in gold.
If you guys are gonna golf
Send us
without
your
me,
thing.
you can listen to me, and it's like I'm there in spirit.
Yeah, exactly. Give us some updates in the chat. Let us know
Yeah.
who's shooting well.
Also,
Somebody shoot a hole in one.
shameless plug. DJ and I are trying to get a golf league together. If anybody's interested,
We are. Hit us up. We've got it all figured out.
Cash prizes.
It's airtight.
Really
It's airtight. Yeah.
interesting.
2 points a hole. We're gonna go every other Sunday. You guys just let us know. We got this on lock.
Super locked.
And we all know that, I would be the commissioner and we have things on lock in that case.
do we all know that?
we
well known.
well we do now.
Do you think you're taking on too much on your plate with being the golf commissioner and now also already being the fantasy football commissioner?
He's a career
Yeah, I mean
commissioner.
it's a lot, it's a lot to take on, but if it's something you love.
Do you
You're
own
gonna
a
do it.
filing cabinet?
I'm
Several.
gonna have to buy one. That's a good point. I'm gonna have to hit the Salvation Army,
Do you
get
think
a
you-
nice filing cabinet.
I was there.
Maybe
the past-
hire some employees.
I was there the past 2 days, man. It's slim pickings at the salvo right now.
Why?
I don't know.
They're not
I
doing-
think they
Everybody's been
hired
salvaged.
I think they hired some new people. I've seen some stuff there, but I don't know. Hasn't been
No, I noticed that too.
Guys, speaking of which,
Stop.
you want to hear a good score I got at the Salvation Army?
yeah.
what is a good score?
$2 in the DVD bin. I got myself a copy of Darren's Dance Grooves.
Oh yes.
You Napoleon Dynamiting
The
it?
premier mid 2000s infomercial DVD on how to dance to Drive Me Crazy by Britney Spears, Bye 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 by the Backstreet Boys, and some Jordan Knight song.
So you're honing up on your skills.
Is that what I saw on was it the love of your life's Instagram? You were dancing around with some backup dancers
Yes,
in front of a TV.
Yes, I was, and that that's a good compliment to those ladies that you're good enough to be backup dancers.
Well, they were in front of you. If the TV is the audience, then you're the backup dancer. But
Yeah,
if
that's true.
Amelia
They're
is
the
the
main
audience,
dancers.
and you were doing like a show for her, then you're in the front. I'm glad that you guys are having a great time. Because when I saw that, I thought that it was like one of those like Connect so you think you could dance?
So you think you could Dance Revolution? No,
No, because you weren't doing the jumping and the
Yeah.
stomping,
yeah.
dude. hold on.
Initially, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, can we talk about Dance Dance Revolution
The
for a
coolest
second?
guy in the mall
We
at
sure
any given
can.
mall.
Dude, okay,
The guy on that.
that guy
that
always
box.
got pussy.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
had one of these guys. My sister was friends with one of these DDR guys. He would come over to our house and he would bring the pads, and he would like win tournaments doing this shit. But he brought this pad over. My mom was upstairs. He just starts like doing the hardest one, and it's just like stomping on my floors. Like pictures are just falling off the wall. And my
Dust.
mom's like, "What the fuck is going on down there? Can you guys like
He's
calm
happy.
the fuck down?"
That's hilarious.
But
Guys,
he,
just like
he won one tournament, and then he had one of the arcade ones in his basement because he was a spoiled
Oh,
rich
wow.
fuck. Yeah.
I knew a guy that set the world record in Dance Revolution. He went to the mall and the people in the arcade like blocked off the machine, and he had to do it, I think, like 10 hours straight. And he was only allowed 2 misses per song, I think.
Wow.
So they would and then he got like a lunch break in the middle, I think, or something like
did
that.
they pay for it?
But yeah, they were
I
just
would wonder.
pumping quarters in, emptying it out.
The last one that I saw that was broken, I think it was like, for some reason, the number that's popping into my head is 1,000 blocks stacked on a single Jenga.
Oh boy.
A
1,002. So in what is he just building it in like the normal way you would set up Jenga?
No, so you build like you have like one solid. Oh, we doing hotter uppers, Vasquez?
We're getting hotter uppers on the show here. So from a nice
Thank
French press.
Oh man,
I don't have my mug.
Don't call me that.
But
Josh,
yeah,
Josh asked me a great question: French press or bench press?
I don't think those two things are mutually exclusive.
But if they were,
If you had to
I'm
choose-
saying French press and bench press, because then the French press amps you up for the bench press.
French on bench press.
Yes.
speaking of infomercials, dude, we get built a bench press that filters your coffee like a French press.
Like there's 2 French presses on the side, and as you come down, it fills with coffee.
Yeah, as you push the bar up, it like pushes the plungers down. on each side.
Speaking of plunge,
Can you add like vitamin B into coffee for
Yeah, some
your,
creatine.
your pre-workout?
Paul said every time Josh would guess, my thing get hard. And then Nick Church came in with it always hard.
Always hard.
Well, that's good to know,
That's it,
guys.
Thanks, boys.
Instagram,
thank you.
Instagram people.
Thank you. I
If you
guess.
want to communicate with us, it's got to be on YouTube because I cannot read the tiny text up there on the
Yeah.
phone.
I see a fire emoji.
Your tiny
There's
letters
someone
are so
saying
far
there's
away.
a fire.
Are
Something
someone on fire?
somewhere.
Dude.
Anyway, thanks
So-
for watching.
I got this dude. I saw Michael Rappaport in the city, and he got heckled by, like,
Oh,
a whole, I guess, over Twitter beef. Like he literally just went up and did 15 minutes on Twitter beef, and I don't know. It was just like, I guess something with Kevin Durant happened.
know about that?
Michael
I'm not on Twitter.
Rappaport, by the way, for star of stage and screen, he was in The Sixth Day with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Copland with Sylvester Stallone, and
Just look him up. If you look him up,
He was
he's
on
literally
a
been in
week.
like everything.
yeah, he's been in so many
Did
things.
you?
Great
I
comedian.
meant to ask you before we started this. Did you actually get a chance to like meet him?
No, he gave me £1. He was just like, "Hey, thanks, guys." Like, and then like there was like a section for like basically, okay, how this thing worked is like they prey, the promoters prey on people like me who are trying to get time, and then they're like, "Hey, you could be on the stage with so and so," and they like will put you on. You don't have to do anything but bring people. So it's what's called a bringer show. So I brought people to the show to help fill. Like it was like 3 people, and I got to do 5 minutes on the same technically bill as Michael Rappaport. So they had like a separate section for us to like hang before because they didn't want us being charged in 2 drink minimum.
Yeah.
So we're like hanging back, and he comes back like a messiah or something like that. He's like, "All right, guys, keep working on it." And, you know what I mean? Just like doing.
Thanks for coming, boys.
No, he was really cool.
He's the man.
He did pretty well, but he's like on a thing where it's really just him like ranting and starting shit. Like, you know what I mean? So like
The voice
contrast,
works for him a lot. Too.
yeah, the contrast between him, he's like perfected New York douchebag. Like he did like a sports bit, like basically like 10 minutes where he just like listed off sports. Like I'm not into sports, you know, make fun of me, but I don't know all the names and shit of the current roster of the Knicks.
They got RJ Barrett. Oh, sorry, I was just pulling up a classic YouTube video by Michael Rappaport.
Thank you.
I love this.
What the fuck is that? A fucking cat? Hey, don't fucking look at me like that. That's a weird looking fucking cat. Ma! Yo,
So
there's
it's
a
Michael
stray
Rappaport
cat outside.
Yelling at a white cat.
I don't want it starting a fight with Lucy.
Yeah. So anyway, that's him. So he went on a sports rant.
Sports rant. I don't know. It's just like he's the exact opposite because Mark Norman was on the thing too, and they're like exact opposite. Like Mark Norman has like they're not quite one-liners, but it's like 4-liners
Mm-hmm.
that are like tight, succinct, and sharp, and then just like loose Rappaport,
Loose cannon.
Rappaport rant.
Rappaport up there.
But
Dude, don't start
I
any
ate a
beef
bag
right
of
now.
dicks too. I
Did you?
Yeah. It was something to be seen.
I mean, that's almost even more epic than if you did well.
Yeah, no, but they weren't. Neither of them were there. They had already left. Fuck this guy.
Like send out the fuck the troops guy.
yeah. Oh, I did it was really funny. I did the fuck the troops bit for a competition on Friday to like a room of at least 3 bettors.
Oh boy.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh boy. How'd
Yeah,
that
no,
go?
it went well. They like being roasted. They got it.
Yeah.
The whole thing was just like I'm tired of like there's way too many spots. Like there's fucking veteran spots now at Lowe's. Like we already have those spots.
Right.
It's handicapped spots. If you didn't get injured at war, you don't need that spot. You can walk to the parking lot for your goddamn country. You know what I mean? Because I want the spot. And I was like, I'm tired of damn Call of Duty veterans getting out, just loading up their car with a 2x4. Like, dude, Nick Church or Jerry Moffrey fucking parking in a veteran spot. If I see that, I would be so pissed. Just because, like, these guys. All right, what am I paying your bennies for?
Mhm.
All right, you get healthcare until you die. All you did was play Call of Duty with me when you were sitting on a base.
Shitty healthcare.
No, I'm trying to get Nick.
Very
riled up.
very contra.
Okay, like old.
Well, we do know that Nick
old
is
timey.
Nick's in the chat.
Yeah.
It's a Memorial Day chat. Okay, so like if,
Mhm.
if if you went to war and you fought overseas, I support you. But if you're playing Call of Duty for like half your tour, dude, Like that's that's like you went to college, kind of. I don't know. Come at me, cancel me. Give me your feedback. Let me know. Any veterans listening?
Nick wants to know if we can bring Precious on.
Who's Precious?
I don't know.
Yeah, who is Precious?
Precious.
Bring Precious on.
Anyway, yeah. So how did
Is
the
it Dottie?
competition go?
I lost.
Oh.
Can't imagine why.
No, that's a winner.
Who ended up winning?
Is this kid Tom Roche? He's actually really good. He does. He's probably been doing it a bit, but he does like stuff all over New England. He's really good. Check him out.
That's
Instagram
cool. Any more competitions or shows to come?
There's always
You can look
Mike's.
forward to.
There's always follow Albany Comedy, and they will share
Yeah.
any posters that come out there.
It is like literally every day there is open mics.
hmm
Come work some jokes out. Say shit that you'll regret later. But
hmm
no, okay. That's about it.
Can I bring my my laptop with me? Hook it up to the soundboard.
DJ, you should not
DJ
be allowed to go tell jokes at open
Props.
mic nights.
Why DJ?
No,
I think
no.
DJ's done it. The first time I actually did an open mic, it was because DJ had to do slam poetry.
That's right. I did some slam poetry.
Honestly, there is something about DJ's jokes though, because I mean, like you told that one joke about the puppies and babies, and it literally stuck with Matt Hart for like 3 years.
Yeah. And you know what the response was?
What? I was there. I was there for that. I don't remember.
And you don't remember that?
I think there was
Yeah,
three
weird.
people there.
Weird how different people remember different things, because all that was going through my mind was
You guys, hold on. I'm just getting a news bulletin.
Yeah.
Paul Alexanian has just reached out to the podcast. He is claiming that Columbine was an inside job.
also
It did-
not
it
going to
did
give a cheer
happen
for that
It
one.
did take place inside. It did happen inside.
This is true.
What would be
Very, very controversial
As
episode.
Paul said it. It's a quote. So
That's
it's like-
true.
he did follow it by saying hot take.
Hot take.
Well, if you it was members of the student body, so kind of was an inside job. Is it a hot
Yeah.
take?
I guess if you look at it that way. I mean, I don't
They
know.
were, yeah, I don't think they were part of student government, were they?
I don't know. What do you
I
think
don't
the
know.
biggest
So it's an
conspiracy?
outside-
No, it was a coup.
They
It
were
was a coup, dude. That's fucked up.
No, but sorry.
What were you gonna what's the biggest conspiracy?
Yeah, what's the biggest conspiracy that you think is legit?
Oh,
Good question. Let's see here.
I think JFK was killed by more than one person.
That's the one that's too hard to avoid. You know, you can't really
it's not even that big.
get
3
it.
bullets, close succession.
I mean, there's just so many different things that went on in that whole thing.
We're getting more viewer mail. Sarah has reached out saying she wants Paul on for a spot on the podcast.
Paul's claiming that it was. I'm guessing you're saying that JFK is a hologram.
It was
JFK could have been a hologram.
easy.
That would have been one realistic hologram.
Okay, but can we talk about the Kennedys have had a bit of a black cloud over their head? You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
that's
are
true.
you gonna tell me that every Kennedy can die under suspicious circumstances and none of them are correlated? I mean, Teddy kind of just died of old age, and he did do flagrant shit. But
I mean, you're talking about like conspiracies, and I think. Like,
I mean, was he the one that killed the woman?
I think he drove a
Yeah,
car.
he's the one that drove.
Drunk driving.
He
drunk
drove off
drove.
into the fucking river and then let her drown.
Put her in like did
Yeah.
did he have her in like the passenger seat and then move her into the driver's seat or something and try and claim it was suicide or something?
No, I thought that he
I don't
just.
know.
No, I'm pretty sure that he got. I thought that he got into the accident and then didn't save her and just let her drown, and then he like went home and didn't report it and went somewhere and did some like he just
Fucking
pretended like it
Waited for the
didn't
booze to
happen.
wear off or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's the only one that did like I mean besides the other two just banged Marilyn Monroe and were like corrupt
That
politicians
did,
or whatever.
like anything illegal? Are you
Yeah,
saying?
he's
Or
the
like-
only one that did something and for whatever reason he died like an old man.
Yeah.
And then like JFK, Bobby, and his son JFK Jr. all died under wildly suspicious like circumstances. I don't know.
Not
Maybe
even suspicious, just unusual.
The senior
the plane is suspicious, dude. You're gonna tell me like,
Planes go down.
yeah, but
Some go up, some go down.
I don't know. I feel like it was like a year. It was 1 year. I think Princess Di died and JFK Jr. died, and my mom just like was like, "Oh my god, they were like so amazing." And it was like, dude, you didn't even know these people.
But they were family.
Do you think-
They're in your house every night.
So I mean, it's kind of hard to argue because one you could say leads up to the other, but you think that JFK is a bigger conspiracy than like 9/11?
I don't see.
what you
Here's the
think?
thing. I think that people are more comfortable talking about JFK.
Just
So
'cause
I
it
talk about
happened-
JFK.
It just happened longer ago.
mhm.
Dude, okay. All I'm going to say about 9/11 is Building 7. What happened there? Come on, guys. Look into Building 7. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know. I don't know who did it. Nobody knows who did it. But
Saudi Arabia.
dude, when you think about it, like our entire justification for going to we're getting political as shit here.
Yeah.
Our entire justification for going to war was like this video that they had where it was just like they translated everything that they said for us at the bottom. It's just like they were just like 9/11 was great success. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's like coming across. I remember this as a kid coming across the bottom. Nick Church said Ron has a new, has a new boyfriend. Dude, it was so funny. Nick and Ron came to the competition, and there was like a comedian who was like, "Is anybody gay in the audience?" And then Nick goes, "I am," and then like was like, "This is my boyfriend." Was like Ron. It's just like
That's so funny.
It was so funny. Ed doesn't support the troops. Is all I hear. Is what Josh said. I do. Just like, you know, the ones that went to war. You know, not Nick and Jerry just like talking shit on Call of Duty.
DJ, what would you say is the
Good transition, Jim.
yeah. We're getting carried away.
What would I say? What?
Largest conspiracy.
Mine's probably JFK.
JFK.
I mean, the senior JFK Senior is a bootlegger, has ties with the mob, pissing everybody off. Then you have the whole Jack Ruby thing. He just kills
Yeah.
someone out of nowhere.
Yeah, very true.
You have the autopsy that's botched. So many things, so many different things going awry in that thing.
Paul's going off with more conspiracies, but I shan't be reading through. So, they're kind of just off color jokes. You can check them out in the YouTube chat if you want to. But
Yeah. We'll leave that there.
yeah.
What's
I gotta say, I think it's just like aliens.
Yeah, aliens.
What's the conspiracy
Yeah,
there?
so-
That's bigger.
how about this most recent alien nonsense?
There's a lot of
Isn't
them.
something coming
Did
out
we-
on June 1st? They say they're like.
So
want an
aren't
official
they?
Release.
They're probing the Pentagon for like
Who's probing?
information.
Aliens.
There's
I
two.
think the government.
There's two things. There's like
Pentagon.
one thing
Aliens,
where
The
they're.
Pentagon?
I think there's one
That's
thing where
funny.
like they're auditing the Pentagon, which is like more like them just like that doesn't really have to do with aliens.
And it's just like these people who are still work for the government or whatever, just going off on those like most recent videos.
Mhm.
Yeah. They
Just
had the
acknowledging them,
they,
be like,
they
yeah,
had
we're
the
just-
co-pilot.
It was just real to be
from that one video.
watching that on 60 Minutes. I don't know. I
Dude,
don't watch much 60 Minutes, but
I've been seeing a lot of Jeremy Corbell videos lately, and
who's that?
it's the
Yeah,
Joe
dude, I saw-
UFO guy. He was on CNN.
Yeah.
And he was just like, me and Tom DeLonge have been working day and night to bring the truth out.
To the Stars Academy.
Wild.
He just like took all his Angels and Airwaves money and was just like,
What?
we're gonna find the aliens.
Hey,
The guy, one of the guys was saying, he's like, yeah, like the people, our Navy guys or whatever, that are Air Force guys that work on the coast, they just see that stuff all the time.
yeah,
All the time. And he's like, it's more of an issue because like that is truly, regardless, it's a security risk. It's like we see these things and with it, whatever, it almost benefits like other countries if it's like another country's like spy program or something.
Mhm.
Benefits them for us to be like, oh, what does it look like an alien? And it just floats off weird
yeah.
and we don't really investigate it right,
Okay,
or whatever, you know.
Did you see the
It's
one where it dives into the water?
Yeah. I just watched
That
that
one's
one
wild.
like 2 days ago. I honestly
See
went
the
through like
blinking pyramid.
I went through like an Instagram rabbit hole and just like followed all these fucking UFO channels.
Dude. See the
Be
thing.
careful.
Yeah,
It's a slippery slope.
Now you're on a list somewhere.
Maybe I've been on a list.
Everybody's on some.
I've
Dude,
been
I'm-
That's
on
got to
that
be the
list.
whole
who do you
thing.
think is highest up on the list sitting at the table?
You.
Dang. Probably.
Actually, maybe not. I don't know. I don't
Dude, there was a while where have you ever seen Loose Change 9/11?
Yeah.
I shared that so much with so many people. Like, bro, you just like over aim. Like, you got to check out this link, dude. And like, maybe not aim. It was probably Facebook Messenger by that point. But still, it was like I went down the rabbit hole hard. It's just all very interesting stuff. Like the
Mhm.
MK Ultra stuff, super interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
I think MK Ultra was proved to be true,
know.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't deny that.
But there's like whole allegations that like okay, like the shit where they let that dude Freeway Ricky Ross like distribute crack,
Yeah.
Hmm.
just turned a blind eye to it. The thing where supposedly they let Manson just like amass a following and just like do his thing.
Hmm.
Like they've just been, I don't know,
There's
super shady.
stories
Don't
of
trust.
them, like dosing a whole town with acid.
Yeah, that was.
But I don't know.
I think that was Edgewater experiment. That was a little earlier than MK Ultra. I think.
What year was
But I don't
that?
know. It was like 10 years before MK Ultra was Edgewater, or Edgewater or Edgewood. I think it's Edgewood.
Do they have like results from this thing? Is this like the Stanford prison experiment? Are they ever gonna let it out? And like, oh, also, dude, I recently heard.
Edgewood. It's like Edgewood's kind of known. It's like it's been like what's It's like MK Ultra. It's like a.
They released the shit.
Yeah, there's like, oh, dude, they did like these things where they would like take people and put them. They would like take 5 guys and put them in an outpost and like give like like 4 of them acid and 1 of them wouldn't have acid, and like they would give these guys like these fake missions, and it would just like they were testing to see what what happened, and they weren't telling the people that they were like giving them acid.
Yeah,
So, like
Ooh,
they would
that's
just
fun.
yeah.
they were
and-
trying to figure out how to control soldiers psychologically, basically.
So
Tinker
you
Toys.
can you imagine just being the one soldier in there with just 4 dudes on acid, like
You probably go a little.
bro, these fucking orders, and
Yeah.
like they were just it was something where they also like just distributed acid through like a few towns, and I think it was in New York State.
Oh boy, but yeah,
Yeah.
What's
Man.
you guys
I'd love to have been in that town.
It would have been a weird.
Traumatizing.
yeah.
But fun. maybe.
For some, that's the
Um,
thing. I think some people.
Do
from
they have
the-
instruments?
Some people from the Edgewood experiments were like, "Oh, honestly, it was great for me. Like,
Yeah,
I just got like nothing really happened to me. I just got like free drugs and paid and left. But other people got like psychologically like tortured."
yeah. A lot of people got like real bad shit going on.
What were you gonna say?
What's your guys' favorite like documentary?
Speaking of documentary,
Didn't think that was good.
it was.
I agree with you.
It was.
Ooh.
It was good.
I gotta push back on you, Jim.
It was good.
That's great.
It was all right. It's not my favorite.
Yeah, from the German guy. I thought it was fantastic.
I thought
so
there was gonna
now
be
that
more Sasquatch.
that Jim's watched it and we've promoted a few times, are you guys gonna Ed watch it, or do you want to? Can we spoil it for you here?
Ed, it's
Spoil it.
it's good. It's
So
not great.
essentially, the pitch I gave you last week was a guy views a bunch of. He's out an investigative journalist with pot growers up in Mendocino County. He sees a guy come in all panicked. He said, "I just saw a Sasquatch kill 3 dudes, and they're all splayed out in the weed gardens." So this guy did this like in the 90s. So he was like, "All I know is some guy came in, 3 people got murdered and splayed out in the weed fields." And the guy said it was a Sasquatch. So I got to go and figure out what happened. So essentially what happened is there's this big time weed grower that was concerned about everyone was smoking like crack up there and like, or no, it was meth.
yeah,
They all did meth.
to
so-
stay awake to protect their weed farms.
And they were all crazy and they were worried about other people getting into their weed.
Dude, this sounds like Without a Paddle.
It does.
It's very similar.
very close.
Inspiration for a movie Without a Paddle?
It sounded like it. As I was watching it, I kept thinking of Without a Paddle.
So anyway, spoiler alert: if you're gonna watch it, you might want to tune away for a couple seconds. But essentially, what happened is the big time weed grower guy knew he had to scare these people, so he murdered 3 people and then spread this rumor around that there was a Sasquatch out there, so people wouldn't be rolling up on his weed land. And
The exact opposite would happen. You're only going to get zanier pot smoking people.
well, not unless they believe it. If they think a Sasquatch is going to murder you and you're out on meth, people are going to be like, "Oh, I'm not going out there.
And it's
Sasquatch
also-
killed 3 people
Yeah,
last night."
It's also
I feel like-
it was a known area, like from the locals, that like you don't go up there like unannounced.
Yeah,
I don't
That was
know.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like
But-
it was like up this private mountain.
yeah.
It would still be like one of those things where, like, if you told me that, I'd be like,
Let's go Sasquatch hunting.
oh, yeah, let's get him. Fucking guy got 3 of us.
Yeah.
At that point, like, you know what I mean? Now it's like, dude, if I saw Sasquatch, I would never kill a Sasquatch.
I just don't
Yeah,
know
that's
if
true.
like 3 Sasquatch nerds rolling up to a bunch of meth heads is like gonna like, hey, can we look for Sasquatch? And you're like,
Just
they're
think
like
old man John.
The meth heads are literally like, we just killed 3 guys,
Yeah.
displayed their bodies, and here come the next 3 victims.
My I liked the one part. You guys know that like the trademark Sasquatch video where you see it like
Yes.
walking along and it turns its head and like looks back at the camera.
Yeah.
Like they interviewed the guy who took that footage and was like, "It's 100% real. I went there. I did that."
That was the best part of the documentary, was those 2 old guys bickering.
Yeah. And then the other dude, like they interview a dude a minute later who's just like, "Oh yeah, that was me in the suit. They just put me in the suit and then paid me to go walk around like a Sasquatch. Like you can see me like turn back towards the camera." And then he totally sells the other guy out. It's gold. It was great.
Dude, it's like almost like Tiger King-esque at that point.
Mhm.
It is real, like, and it's funny because they say they live in like the same town,
down the street.
and they live like right like
They don't talk.
They drive
Yeah.
by each other every day.
I don't have any ill will, but I don't wave to him.
And then like you hear his wife like, he waves sometimes. Like, he does wave sometimes, but he doesn't look this way.
So funny.
Dude, okay. When you see a neighbor, like, do you wave?
I mean, it depends on which neighbor.
Dude, I
Sometimes.
hate like, okay, if I'm going to my mom's house, like, I've known these people, some of them 30 years, and I'll wave to all of them because like I'm just that guy. It's like, all right, I'm not going to be the person who doesn't wave, because
Yeah.
then somebody's going to be like, my mom's going to be like, "Oh, Mary said that Mary Riley said that you didn't wave," or something like that, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Blast the government, but
Yeah.
but it's like, I don't know why I take such offense to it. You know what I mean? It's like,
Mhm.
we locked eyes. All you see me waving. If you don't wave now, we have a problem. Like, you know what I mean? And then like I'll wave even harder the next time I see them. Like it's like flagrant at them. And then the third time it's just like, dude, at that point I just want to like hit you with my car.
And then do you yell out the window, "I'm waving. Do you see me waving?"
I'm waving, Mrs. O'Sullivan. No, but did you ever get into like a neighborhood beef?
Neighborhood beef. I'm sure there is a neighbor. Yes.
What's the craziest one? Did it ever come to a head besides that kid with the little?
The only time it came to a head was it was like barely anything. So I moved out of my mom's house and I would go like when Jim still lived at his mom's house, I would go visit him and I would park across the street, like in front of the neighbor's house. And they were just like the biggest handful of neighbors. There was I think I told the story on another podcast where they would we had to have the piles of leaves. And then the lady would walk across with the leaf blower and be like, I'm helping, and just blow the leaves back onto the
Yeah.
lawn. And you'd be like, stop it. We just raked those. So I'd park in front of their house. And then every time I did, they would it was like a public street, but they would come out and eye me like, what's he doing parking there? So one day there was I parked there and then there's a snowstorm. The plow came and couldn't get all the way in front of their house. So they went to the neighbor and had the neighbor come out and be like, "Hey, why are you parking there? Like they couldn't plow our driveways like properly or something like that." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like I didn't."
Who
mean
came
to
out and
do-
talked to you? Was it the?
It was the guy to their left when you're facing the house.
okay.
So they just had the other neighbor come out because they were like, "He shouldn't be parking there." They're like,
Yeah, Pat and Paul were fucking weird.
Yeah." So I was like, they would have like competitions to try and keep up with Jim's house. Like Jim painted his door red, and then the next week they painted their door red.
Dude, that's just
like
like that's too much work
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
They,
I
they
mean-
were like skeletons of people. They were fucking weird.
My mom has that with the neighbors kind of next to her. Like anytime they'll mow their lawn, my mom will be like, "Oh, I gotta go mow the lawn," and then she'll try and like get it again before them, so it
Mhm.
makes their lawn look longer. And it's just like, oh my god.
Speaking of neighbors, I have a Bobby where I live. I feel like everybody's got a Bobby. You know, like the Bobby over there. And so my Bobby, the house that he's living in just sold, and so Bobby moved, and so Bobby literally moved next, like just one house down.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So his truck's just one spot further away now, and there's like he makes these weird. I've never actually seen him make them, but my brother said he carves them with a chainsaw, and they're these like weird, like wooden, like totem-esque statue
Oh,
things.
that's cool.
Bobby might be a witch.
Bobby is of
The Pied Piper. Of,
Bobby's the Pied Piper of the neighborhood kids.
Pied Piper of Waterfleet.
They flock to him, and he just
Chainsaw
drunkenly barks orders at them.
Mhm.
He's just like, hey, we're carving teddy bears today to sell for me.
faster!
He's just got plows, like, or not plows. What is it? Is that what the mules pull?
Yeah.
And like behind them,
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
he's got them running through his lawn, like
Kids.
chasing him around, motivating him.
Mhm.
It's kind of nice though, to be honest. I mean, it's just the perfect buffer I needed. So now, because literally, like he used to play with the kids, like right outside my house, and it
Oh, he
sounded
really plays with kids out there?
yeah, like 10 of them, and it honestly sounded like they were literally in my house, and now they're further away, so it's nice.
That's nice though.
It's amazing though. Yeah, all these people just let Bobby, and Bobby's just hammered. But I've never seen Bobby not drunk.
I
This
know-
is,
I know
this is
these
not
people.
good.
Yeah, it comes
What's
to be
that?
bad.
What's the? Well,
He's constantly hammered, playing with kids.
I mean, I feel like
He does a lot of
I know a guy
axe
like that.
throwing,
That's good.
chainsaw carving.
he lets the kids throw
Yeah, it
axes.
makes us think-
No. He doesn't do that.
He
He
does a lot of-
literally just verbally insults them. It's
DJ,
Pretty fun.
DJ Sweat over there.
They're gonna learn a lot. From that.
yeah.
Hey, guy, easy over there. All right.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he's a crackhead. Like everyone knows like he
But
smokes crack.
is he retired crackhead or active crackhead?
No, I think he goes to work.
Why not? He knows what to do.
Well, like, does he still do crack though?
Got to pay for the crack somehow.
Well, I'll say this: I always had there was
Crack,
like
crack and booze.
I had neighborhood people who would like basically just have the house to hang at. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
there was one kid who just had a basketball hoop, and his dad was always like outside drinking while we were just like because like I don't know, he was like a coach and shit like that. But it's his house, so I don't know. It wasn't as weird. He had a pitching machine too, so
Oh, that's
throw
cool.
like little it was a place, it was a spot to be. He had like his kid were like hockey family, so like basically he cleared out like a section of the basement and we just played floor hockey in his basement in the winter.
Mhm.
It was fucking sick till their Dalmatian took a chunk out of my ass,
Oh,
then-
no.
then a chunk out of my neck.
What was your favorite
He had a taste for flesh.
favorite game to play? Like, as it like neighborhood kids?
Baseball.
Baseball.
I think.
Tennis ball, baseball, because I hit a
Oh,
home
tennis ball, baseball is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
run. It's like corking the bat, dude.
It
If
is.
if you got a good hit,
Yeah, you just
fucking
crush
gone.
them.
Especially if you had one of those big, stupid plastic, hard, thick bats that would just like increase your swing. What is it?
The Louisville Slugger.
No, not like think of the wiffle ball that was like hollow,
Oh, that was
the
like
big hollow one.
the Fungo bat, I think.
Or if you had an aluminum,
Jumbie.
a little league bat too, would send the tennis balls flying.
Mhm. Yeah, the Easton aluminum bat.
I would always. I was that kid who would just like it was all fun and games until I took a ball in the eye, and then it's like, guys, I gotta go
Ow,
home.
ow, ow.
I gotta go home. Then I'd leave. There was one time I was playing catcher, and this kid just threw like a fastball, and we were playing with a real ball. Just nailed me right in the nose. And I bled all over like all his equipment, his gloves and stuff. Like, oh, guys, I'm gonna go home. I'm like, it's like just like crying.
How about you, Josh? What was your favorite like neighborhood game or like just game with your friends? Like
I like football more.
used to play football's a fun
Football
one.
the most, I think.
We used to go to the Elks in Latham, play a good amount of football there.
It's just I love it.
Dude, we had those
I love my
fucking
group
those
team.
capture the flag games, like those were just
That
the
sounds
most.
kind of fun. Yeah.
Capture the Flag was great. Foursquare was also a neighborhood like legendary game.
Yeah,
Foursquare was the thing to do.
I feel like those are both of those. I would think more of like I enjoyed those more at school, in like gym.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
then
like
they
Steal
can't
the
leave.
Pin was the most fun ever, but only at gym.
Hmm
What would it?
Couldn't
What
do
would
that shit at home.
We had a great like neighborhood for that though.
Yeah.
We had like
Yeah, specifically capture the flag like at the Christofoli and Bedians.
yeah, you can't beat that. We had
Government
like
names.
we had two people that like lived at the end of our block that built their own houses like just outside the neighborhood. So they had like this whole compound of like two properties with like
That's
acre
it.
of land
Yeah, that's it.
on them. So you could go from one backyard to the other backyard.
And
It
like
was,
the way that
it's pretty
the way that
baller.
like each yard, like there was like this kind of like this like set of woods that you could like dude, it was just so there were so many like little trails and things that you could use.
That's
And
a
like
dream.
the flags were like pretty far spaced apart. And I mean there was me and all my brothers and DJ and all the other like the
Mhm.
there was the 3 kids that lived there. So there's always
That's pretty
like
fucking
a
sick.
good like 10 to 12 of us.
Split up even.
Mhm.
Kids of all ages.
I mean, yeah, that was pretty much like that was like we would go down there and we would play like Risk and like basketball like on and off like all day. And then like once it got dark out, we're like right before it got dark, we'd run up, eat dinner, and then like come back and play capture the flag. And
Yeah.
that was like every day of the summer for 5 years.
And then my mom wouldn't know where I was and drive down to the street at 90 miles an hour up the driveway where kids were running around erratically trying to figure out where I was.
Even though we were
Be like-
always in the same place.
Yeah, we're always in this. Like she knew where I was. Be like, you could have easily. You were like 10 times more likely to kill me driving your car up the driveway that fast than I was getting lost. in this neighborhood.
DJ's mom had the license plate HAP 666. So my dad would always call her the Happy Devil.
Which
True.
is HAP 666.
Yes.
Happy devil.
That's not enough numbers, right?
No, it's, I think
different,
it
it's
was
a different thing. Some
yeah,
people have
it
that.
was years ago. My
Yeah,
mom,
it was the old school license plates.
My mom went to get her plates re-registered, and they gave her ANL 666. And she was like, "I am not fucking taking this plate."
I'm surprised we were talking about that last week with like the profanity people at the DMV. I'm surprised they didn't like deny that.
Dude, I always like it when it will be like
It was a joke.
there'll be license plates like Frank had a license plate that was like DMT something 45 665 blank blank, and it's just like I like the ones that G's like you know what I mean. Sean had one that was GEY, so I'd be like, hey, Sean's car.
I remember that. Forgot that.
But like I don't know, because if you think about it, there's just way too many letter combinations that will spell something kind of
Yeah.
to like not do that.
Mhm.
Cars and
Very true.
There's a lot of words.
A lot of words in New York also.
Buildings. A lot of houses.
Yeah.
Look over there. Dry ice factory.
do you guys want to play some trivia? The
Sure.
only thing is I can't stereo
Same.
anybody in because we're doing the stream.
More coffee.
Someone
Yeah.
want to call in, I guess. Yeah, we could do that. So before
Somebody
we do
call
that,
in. Thank you.
so guys,
Thank you.
would you rather have an unlimited international first class ticket to anywhere in the world, or you never have to pay for food at any restaurant ever again?
And I can go to any restaurant
Yeah.
in the world, but
That's
I have to pay there.
No paying for
No,
restaurant
No, I
food
mean
ever.
for the airplane.
You have to fly.
Yeah,
there.
airplane you have to pay. You just get a ticket for anywhere.
I don't know. I feel like you'd save more
Unlimited.
money because I'm not like. I mean, I guess you could if you go to the ritziest restaurant ever,
Hmm
you can have whatever you want, but you have to. You
That
still
would
have to
cost
fly
the
there.
same as a plane ticket.
Yeah.
2
And-
meals.
When you think about it, any of your guests too, like, you know, you can't like bring people. You just be eating alone at a lot of expensive places.
That's true. Or
It's
you
not
could get
fun.
like, you know,
I'm
I mean, if you think about it, like if on the day-to-day basis, like you just go to the
You eat more than
like
you fly, dude.
you would like go to dinner with your friends and then you would get like a free meal. But like if you're just cooking dinner for yourself on a weeknight, you'd be like, all right, I'll just go get some filet,
Yeah, I
get
don't know.
myself a prime steak
I would take the plane.
every night.
The
I would
plane
take the
ticket.
food.
Plane ticket's basically
That's
like
no
being
question.
able to fly. Plus, like when you're on a plane, you can just like get so much done. I feel like you can still work and do all that shit or whatever.
That's true
Be on a plane.
productivity.
Kind of.
Dude, they're so cozy
So
in
big, it
first
depends on what you
class.
I feel like with all the money I'd be saving on food, I could just afford
Yeah, dude.
planes.
Buy
And
plane
you're like not
tickets.
flying every day,
Yeah.
no matter on no, ever.
Dude, you could
You'd be,
could
like, chilling in
traffic
places
you
for a
could
period of time.
traffic goods from place
Bro.
to place. Like I could go and I'd be like, I'm
No.
gonna get 60 Moroccan rugs and just fly back and it's all free.
That's
and
true.
then I just flip it.
You could just turn it into a job, basically.
I can't
I
get
mean-
I can't get the food.
If you have to be on the flight,
Can't you
No,
go to
there's-
Lowe's and find someone hungry enough and be like, listen,
That's
I'll-
human trafficking.
I'll come back with some outback. Like, sell me the power.
Okay,
Cheryl.
wait, hold on. Can you bring doggy bags out of the restaurants?
Why not?
Why
not?
let's yeah, you should be able to
Okay,
do
then
that.
you can feed
Yeah, you can feed nations.
the home like every person in the world.
Yeah.
You
What are the
solve world
parameters on
hunger.
this?
so you're talking
Yeah.
about international first class tickets too. So you're
But
not
that's-
talking
it's
about
only
being
you.
able to bring fucking rugs and shit.
Wait,
traffic
is it
shit, so.
is it can I do national and
Can't do that.
international? Or is it just strictly international first class?
No, yeah, it's well, it says you have international first class tickets.
You get first class tickets on any,
I would say
plane ride
that
anywhere
probably that would include national and
Because
international.
then I could just I'll fly overseas and then I'll take the next flight back into the place that I want to go to in the U.S. If it's
Mhm.
not national.
bro.
You know what I mean?
Food
Like,
all day. It's like, all right,
Food.
Yeah,
It's
just
gotta
fly
be-
to-
It's gotta be.
Okay,
food.
think about this right now. You want
Fly to Toronto.
you want some peyote or something? Guess what? I'm flying. You want ayahuasca? I'm flying down to Central America, dude.
I would still do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could still do it. I'm saying, man.
I'm
You
saying
save-
for the 7
you
days I'm
save-
there, I'm eating for
you
free at all
save-
these nice
You
places.
save so much money on
You're
food.
trying to
It's like a couple $100 flight.
by
Maybe
by
1,000.
Ed's logic, you would just make friends with the cartel and be like, "Listen, this is zero cost.
I got an extra ticket on a plane.
Yeah.
How much cocaine can I
I'm
bring
gonna
back?
fill all of first class with
Or-
cocaine."
no, you get
So full
like
for you. So full.
Or what I'm saying is, you show up to the cartel and you just have 20 bags of Chick-fil-A, and you're like,
Can I
No,
But that's
guys,
true too. They don't get Chick-fil-A
"Look
down
what
there.
I got," and you're like,
Yeah.
"Let
I
me get
could-
some peyote."
Yeah, get some Popeyes chicken sandwiches. They'd be like, "This guy."
I
This-
can.
this guy's
This
not
guy
good.
knows what he's
literally
doing.
whatever is like. Oh God, we can't get these. I can go fly there and get a bunch of them, fly back so comfortably. I could read books the whole way. Think about how smart I would be, dude. I could write a novel, dude. I got so much time up there, and I'm flying wherever I want, and I can bring back stuff and make money, and then I could eat wherever I want, dude.
That's
I mean,
true.
I'll
That's
be
just the more work. I just feel
all
like,
the time I'm spending in restaurants. I can also I could read my book.
Oh
there,
yeah, dude,
you
you're
know?
just sitting there.
Think about how
Dude.
valuable you would be to a company. There's just no cost
No.
in flying places. Like you could
I don't
just
care
literally-
about that shit. That's what I think. That's what we're
Bro,
showing.
the company I would be
Besides,
showing up
think about-
every day with
I'm not
boxes
thinking
of
of companies
donuts.
and my bosses.
I want to
Yeah,
get
I'm
paid
thinking
to
of
just
my
like
life.
My
all right,
company would
food
love
life.
me.
dude. If there's a way that I could get paid to just like fly someplace, be like, hey, this is from so and so.
You just get tickets on a plane. I don't think you can bring a ton of shit.
I
don't
think
know,
I can
whatever
do
you're allowed
whatever
to
I
bring.
want on the plane, right?
You get first class tickets. What can you do in first class?
bags, baby.
No,
I thought you were going to say 2 checks.
2 check bags.
Oh,
If I
yeah,
can
you
check
could check
2
2 bags,
bags
probably.
and have a carry on, I can go like I can import. I can do whatever I want. Import, export, dude.
but you
It's
still
such a
have
hustle.
to.
How
You're,
many meals-
scrambling.
how many
Oh, you
meals
just
do I get?
hustle. Ugh.
Dude, it's not even a hustle. It's just me trying to figure
Pretty
out
sure it's a
how.
hustle. That's
Dude,
pretty much a hustle.
Okay,
You still got to like wait in the airport.
Yeah, you gotta do mad shit. All that's
first class. They board first.
You got to go through security
I'm in
and shit.
VIP, dude.
You're sitting around.
You can't. I can literally do whatever I want, dude. I'm basically like a superhero at that point.
Ah.
There's going to be a Times Magazine article on how Ed became the smartest person in the world by getting unlimited first class plane tickets.
Yeah. Well, think about it too. You can just do so. You can do so much. I
Dude, you
can
should just
fly-
buy a plane. I'm thinking
How
That
Ed
should
learned
be your
quantum
next one.
mechanics
I'm
by
already
flying
fat.
internationally.
I'm fat as fuck, dude. If I could eat unlimited anywhere, I'm a dead man in a week.
What about this fucking flying shit?
But then you get unlimited healthy food too.
Yeah, you could be unlimited.
You go get smoothies,
Yeah.
get some Power Balls.
You know what I don't do
smoothies.
is get smoothies and Powerball. Yeah, do I look like an acai boy? All right, I'm a fucking ice cream man.
That's true. Ben
You know,
and Jerry's for breakfast, lunch,
I'm
and
telling
dinner.
you, I'm dead 5 years if I have that. 5 years, I'm dead. I'm eating rare like oysters, rare sushi. I'm eating like
That's what's happening on the plane.
probably.
You're a millionaire, billionaire after your
They're,
plane.
they're serving you all the
bud.
good stuff. That's it, poisonous if you don't prepare it
first class.
properly.
I can afford if I'm doing this import export thing with all my free first class tickets. I can
Sitting
pay
around on the
somebody
plane.
to sit next to me and just smack shit out of my hand. That's like
That would be interesting. A personal assistant.
yeah, a personal like dude, like that Family Guy thing where it's just the dietitian following around Britney Spears. It's just like no, you don't want. Not everything needs gravy, like that type shit. I don't know. I would definitely do it just because I value travel more than I can travel to a place and find really cheap food if that's like my goal. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, but you still gotta like work though with like
I'm telling you, I'd had the import export shit locked down. They'd be like, it's literally no cost.
One bet, dude. All right.
I don't know, man.
You don't get the plane.
the unlimited food thing.
You don't own the
is-
plane
is-
when in this agreement.
the unlimited
You get
food
to like
is-
you
is-
get your meals at a place or you get tickets.
Well, okay,
to
first class
places.
tickets come with I think free drinks and free meals. So I'm technically getting meals and drinks up there as well.
That's a good point. But I think you only get one
but
meal
I'm saying you can
per
go
flight.
anywhere to any place.
Well, it
3
depends on how
times a
long the
day.
flight is. I've been
I'm
on flights
using
with
that
2 meals.
free meal.
Exactly.
It's all
But I'd
airline
still flying
food.
places because you
See,
save it a lot.
I think I would pick international travel too.
What the
But
fuck? Where were you like an hour ago?
I've been playing devil's advocate.
Dude,
Uh,
there were 2 other people doing that. I was
but-
just getting beat up.
but I mean,
I'm
what
not
if
playing
you
devil's advocate.
I'm not- I just want
hard
food.
free food.
Yeah.
what if you
I'm content
take the
with-
free food idea though and become a food critic?
That's cool.
Then you get a
can-
job out of it.
Maybe I don't know. I wasn't thinking about jobs. I'm like my life now. Which I don't know.
I'm just
I see
thinking
the value
about
of both though. To me, they're
I-
almost equal.
I spend so much money on food, and if I could just have unlimited awesome food all the time and just
It's a tough one. It's
the-
hard.
It's the key to everybody's heart is food.
That's very
Plus,
true.
when I go any place, if I was flying places or whatever, that's like my favorite.
But
thing
you
and
go,
the thing I would spend the most money on probably if I really got to do as much as I would want.
you're eating all
so
that
much
food
money.
by yourself and making somebody else pay if you go to
No.
eat there with them. Yeah, because they don't get free food there.
Maybe.
So anytime you
No,
go to a
just
restaurant,
go-
just somebody
go
else would
down.
have to pay, and then they're
If
sitting
they want
across
to or
from
they
you like,
can.
this bastard doesn't have to pay.
There's
for
a
any of
really
his
easy
meals.
loophole where you just
Order the food.
you put it on my tab.
I don't think that works.
That's
Okay,
not
maybe.
the spirit of the question.
If you don't think
Jim.
it works that way, but you can import all these fucking rugs.
Okay, if you can feed anybody else at a restaurant, then that's the clear way to go. Because I'd be like, yo, just throw me, just throw me whatever.
Yeah, how do you
Just
how do you,
Venmo me.
how did you think I was feeding the cartel members when I showed up with my Chick-fil-A bags?
Yeah.
I'm not eating 20 bags.
Yeah, I
of
mean, I guess
Chick-fil-A.
technically,
Oh, I thought you were talking about me with the Chick-fil-A because that'd be good
No.
import export.
No. I was saying I would just show up with my.
You gotta
With-
pay. You gotta
with my
pay for that
Chick-fil-A.
ticket to go see them, wherever the cartel
That's
is.
fine. I would save all. I would have so much money. You have to eat food every day. You don't have to get on a plane every day.
Yeah, food.
but if you have an international free plane ticket,
But I wouldn't even
You wouldn't
want to. I
have
would feel
to,
like I'd get burnt.
but
I don't
you
know.
would.
I wouldn't want to be going everywhere all the time. I would definitely be like, oh, I'll fly here and then live there for a
Guys.
couple months and eat for free.
Jet lag.
here's another idea.
Dude,
What if
And you'll be
you
sitting on like 16 hour,
Yeah.
12, 20.
sitting on 16s?
what if you just every time you took a flight, you took an overnight flight and then slept on the plane and
Are
then
you
didn't
implying
have to
time travel?
No, what I'm saying is then you don't have an apartment. You just sleep on a plane.
Yeah.
Carry a suitcase with you everywhere, and then you don't have to pay rent.
Uh,
Or
That's
you're
a
going
fact.
somewhere.
I'm just thinking.
Then
Sorry.
you're not getting your free meals though.
Although
Yeah,
you
you
wouldn't
are.
be, I guess you wouldn't be
When
able
you
to take
wake
a
up-
shower.
I don't know. Live your life on a plane.
Unless you always fly in one of those like baller United
Like,
Arab Emirates flights that
Just
has
live
the
the
shower
movie
in there.
Terminal with
Air
fucking
Force One.
just Tom
Tom
Hanks.
Hanks.
You just have like you have one place where you built a base, like one airport, and you just always fly internationally in and out of that airport.
Mhm.
Like it's like not Chicago or LAX, something like that, where there's just so many national flights leaving, or like JFK or something. R.I.P. Inside job. 3 people at least, but and you just like have that base, and you can just fly internationally there, or you can like, dude, honestly, if I had a tent, even that would work. If I had like a really sick tent, and then like I just fly to like, dude, I could go to Galapagos, dude. I could go to Hawaii. I could go like, I could make, dude. Okay,
I love how in these,
imagine how good this podcast would be. So if I'm just like a traveling reporter, like DJ Jim, I'm here.
yeah.
Barbados. I don't know. Could be
Ed's
good.
calling in from Nepal this week.
Guys, it just been in.
I love how these hypotheticals like have always involved you abandoning whatever your life is now fully, dude. It's just like, oh, I'll only live on the plane. Only for...
Well, okay.
It's funny.
Oh, that
You're
was
gonna
my
have to
idea.
spend so much time just doing your drugs and rugs trafficking. You
All you do is like, oh, Ed's got, and it's funny because I can picture of anybody you would be like if you had free first class tickets anywhere, being like suddenly you just have to live on the plane now to get your value. I'll see you in a month.
Yeah. You got to get the value out of it. You know, if you have this skill, you can't squander it.
Yeah, it's like if Batman just let the Joker ruin Gotham. You know what I mean? Like I have all this money. I should really do something about this.
Oh god.
I got all these tickets. I better fly.
Very true.
Dude, I could, for any event anywhere in the world, I could be there. I could, dude, think about like 60 years after I die, they're just going to be like, damn, this guy was literally
He was
in
like
every
Forrest Gump. He was everywhere.
Yeah, I could Forrest Gump my way into America's hearts.
Oh man. You could buy a plane, you know.
Yeah, I
You just
can't.
do this shit.
I can't. Can you afford a plane?
You could get there. It's
You
not
got
like-
you got a plane?
I'm just saying.
You figured it out.
No.
G6. Let's go, dude.
I'm just saying that would be less of a
I could get like one of those small
Yes,
engine
first
jobs, right? Like, you know what I mean? The tiny one that I got to go.
Yeah, start the
Like the
propeller.
Red Baron's fucking
He's starting
plane.
it like a lawnmower.
like Snoopy.
get a guy to fly it for you.
Shoot him down.
You could do that.
I don't think that I could. Dude, I'm going to wind up JFK Jr., dude. I'm going to
Good
wind
guy.
up JFK Jr.
Hey, flying is technically safer than walking.
Yeah, for some people. Not for me.
You don't have to fly.
Walking's pretty safe. I don't know, dude. That's just where I'm always going to be on this matter. I like the fly anywhere, do anything. I could have a lot of fun, especially if I could bring my dog, dude. I'll get her registered as an emotional support or like therapy animal, and then they leave. It's just traveling all over the world. We'll be in bed.
hmm
Yeah.
We live in that high life.
What would you do with all your tickets, DJ?
With all my plane tickets,
Yeah.
unlimited tickets anywhere. I would probably I don't know. You know, you got to travel the world. See all the good stuff.
I feel like both of these things, unless you can share them with somebody, are kind of like worthless, and you're just gonna die like one of those sad old men.
So here's what you
By
do
himself.
is you go to all the cool places you want in the world and you like make friends there. So that way you could be like, all right, you just show up in a town and be like, yo, what's up, my boys?
Do you know the best? Do you know the best way to make friends?
The Instagram thing cut us off at an hour. So
All right.
Anyway,
Fuck 'em. You only get an hour?
yeah, I guess.
Why, dude?
I don't know.
well, props to YouTube for getting some bonus show here at the end of the week.
Yeah.
Sons of a gun.
There's gonna be a lot of exclusives just because I realized that I didn't hit the audio at 30 minutes.
So exclusive.
So exclusive, you gotta if you want the flagrant shit said in the first 20 minutes, you gotta check it out on YouTube.
Yeah,
or
that's
Instagram.
right. Everybody, thank you for listening. The Butt Stuff
Thank you,
Podcast
thank you.
is a homegrown podcast. We do this all on our own dime. You can listen to us and support us by following us on Spotify, Instagram, Butt Stuff Podcast. Check us out on YouTube. We're all over the place. We're doing everything. You can see our YouTube link on our Instagram page, Butt Stuff Podcast. Get us everywhere you like your stuff. Let us know too through Instagram if you have any topics you want to hear. We're fielding topics. We're trying to hear what you guys want to hear.
Let us know how the audio is too.
Yeah, let us know anything we can improve on.
Send us all your hate mail.
Exactly.
We'll read it.
And then we'll flush it directly in the trash.
We'll laugh at it first. though.
Yes.
See you next week, guys.
Bonk.